I'm going to talk about in which ways my media product uses, develops and challenges forms and conventions of a front page compared to my own front page. Firstly, a masthead. My masthead is bold, is eye-catching. It is positioned at the top left-hand corner of the page and it does have a unique font. It is also the largest text on the front cover. Therefore, my masthead follows the codes and conventions of front covers music magazines. My main image is very similar to the image which I found on the internet on a cover of Q. It is a band or a singer, and it is further away than a medium close-up, so I have deviated this code and convention, but it is in order to follow the image that I had previously found on the internet. My picture does convey an attitude, as well as the picture that I found on the internet. It does give direct address because my main image is looking at the reader, which entices them in to read the magazine. Next, my main cover line. It anchors the meaning of the main image, which on my piece is Unseen Richard Johnson, and on the image that I found on the internet it's Unseen Blair. This is very exciting. It's the largest cover line on the page because it needs to instantly suggest that it is the most important article or one of the most important articles in the magazine. They should usually be 2 lines long. Mine is 2 lines long, but it is 3 words. But it is still classed as 2 lines because Unseen is classed as 1 line and Richard Johnston is classed as another line. The other cover lines should be 2 or 3 words, as few as possible. I have deviated this because I thought that 2 or 3 words would not give enough information, and also my style that I found on the internet does deviate this as well. I have used my cover lines to tease and intrigue the audience by not giving them too much information. They still want to read the magazine and look at the stories. The cover lines are not always straightforward. For example, Jessie J plans to hit America like a dude doesn't exactly tell you what's going to happen. It just tells you that she's mixed in the name of her song with what she's going to do next. The typography of the front cover has to be consistent. Mine is, I use just 2 fonts, which also follows codes and conventions. Some other codes and conventions are a positioning statement by the title. In mine, it's at the top on a banner. It also has, like my style model. It also has a barcode on the front because adverts feature on the back. Mine does this. An issue number is also on the front. Mine is by the title, just underneath with the price, which is also a code and convention. Bold font for most text, including cover lines on the front cover, is followed by my magazine, and also by the magazine that I found on the internet. I use buzzwords like exclusive to attract the readers into the stories. Small print is at the bottom of the front cover, and this is usually a code and convention, and it usually includes a producer's name and other small pieces of information. Mine is inside my barcode. Colour is used to emphasise which genre the magazine is. A colour scheme is important, few colours and simple. I follow this code and convention by using a mixture of grey, red and black. Red really attracts the audience, and it is also similar to the model that I found on the internet. Puff. I have a puff on my front cover, very similar to the one I found on the internet, although instead of the word win, I've used the word free to attract the audience, and what I've used to attract them with is a free music download. This will obviously interest the audience because they will be interested in music. I also have a smaller image of an artist on my front cover, very similar to the one that I found on the internet. This is a code and convention which I followed. The images on my front cover are sophisticated, and they also have a sophisticated layout. This is a major code and convention of front covers. A way that I've deviated codes and conventions is by adding the lines into my front cover. This is also similar to the model I found on the internet. That is why I choose to do this.